Hey there people, what is going on? My name is Ryan Wyatt and welcome to High Point Music's online guitar tutorials. So the tune we're going to be breaking down today is Someone You Love by Capaldi. Apologies if I haven't pronounced that last name correctly. Maybe you can drop it in the comments phonetically, I can teach myself something new. Okay, so we're going to need our capos for this one on the 4th fret today. Let's get tuned up, drop this intro, and I'll catch you guys on the other side ready to break this one down. Even though this tune was recorded with the piano, I had a request from a viewer to break this one down on guitar. So let's jump on in and check out the chords we're going to be looking at. Starting off with the verse section, which doubles as the chorus. We've got A major, E major, F sharp minor, D major, just like that. And just repeats using that 8th note picking pattern, F sharp. And then the bridge is just D major, A major, and then E major for 2 bars. 2, 3, back to D, A major, E major. Cool, let's start breaking down, getting into the nitty gritty so you people out there can practice this one up. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, capo is on the 4th fret. Our first chord, our A major, is our first or second finger in the 2nd fret on the D string. I'll show you how I'm playing it. First finger's on the 1st fret, or 2nd fret I should say, on the G. 3rd finger's on the 2nd fret on the B string, like that. Okay, targeting the bottom 5 there, pushing up to an E major. Okay, we've got our first finger on the 1st fret on the G, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the A string. We've got our 3rd finger popping in underneath for our on the 2nd fret on the D. Okay, that's D major. Next voicing we got, people, is an F sharp minor triad here, which is our first finger just making a little mini bar across the G and the B strings there on the 2nd fret. Then we've got our 3rd finger coming in on the 4th fret there on the D string, like that. And we're just targeting those 4 like that. And then the last chord we're going to need for today, people, is just a straight D major triad like that, which is our first finger on the 2nd fret on the G, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the B, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the E string, like that. All right, let's start breaking down what's going on with our right hand. So we'll go into split screen mode if we can. So what we've got is I've got my 1st, 2nd, and my 3rd fingers there on the D, the G, and the B string, and I've got my thumb patrolling the A string like that. So that way we're getting that really simple 8th note rhythm. We're just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hitting the 1 with our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers. All right, let's jump back to what's going on. So really simply on our A major, as I mentioned, D, G, and B, and that's going to be beat 1. So 1, just those 3. So 1, and then our thumb's going to be hitting the A string in the bass on the and. So 1 and, try that again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so just alternating all even there 8th notes. Okay, sounds a little bit like a hoedown there, but when you actually speed that up, okay, that's how you get that feel going like that. What's going on next is we're transferring our left hand to an E major. Okay, what we're doing, we're keeping our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers on the D, G, and B as they were before, but our thumb is moving up to the E string. And then beat 1 is on those 3 strings, and then the thumb is hitting the bass on the and of 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. So let's roll through those 2 chords together with the pattern. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change our left hand to E major. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and one more time, people. I'll just transition straight through it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, transition to E major like that. 4 and just like that. So what we've got going on with the next chord is an F sharp minor. So setting up what we're doing, we're altering our finger picking pattern just a little bit here. So we've got our first finger on the G string there, like that. and our second finger is coming in on the B, and then our thumb is dropping to the D string. So what's actually going on, we're getting, okay, first and second on the G and B, like that, and then our thumb's coming in on the AND. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, just like that, targeting just those 3 strings. And then for our D major, we're keeping our fingers in the same position on our right hand, but we're adding our third finger to the E string down the bottom, okay? So what we're doing there is we're just hitting G, B, and E for 1, and the thumb staying on the D string, okay, as the alternate bass, and that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll walk you through that. So from the F sharp minor, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Drop to D, add our third finger, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's put that together without the pause there, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do the whole thing now. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Thumb drops up here. Go to F sharp. And then we add our third finger here on the right hand. So one more time, people. I'll just pick the tempo up a little bit. E major like that. And then F sharp like that. And then to our D major, just like that, gets us through the entire verse and chorus progression right there. That's everything you're going to need to get that together. All right, onto the bridge section to wrap this one up, people. We're applying the same finger picking approach, just that alternating eighth note pattern. Let's run through the bridge just quickly. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to A major, back to our original finger picking position, and then to E major with our original picking position. And then we go through E major 2 times, people. On the second time through, we go to A major, and then on the E major, we just do that for 1 bar. 3, 4, 1, and you play beat 1 of the last bar, and then you cut it off there, okay? So I'll put that together, going right from the beginning of the bridge. So D, 3, 4, A major, 2 and 3 and 4, and E major, 3 and 4, and another bar on E major. Drop back to D, 2 and 3 and 4, and A major. And looking out for that pause here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, and that's all you need to do for the bridge section. And then quite simply, you could probably use your ears to pick this one up. But after that, when he's dropping back into the verse, they're just, the piano player's just letting those chords ring out, 3, 4 for the entire bar, before picking back up into that eighth note rhythm to go out with a bang, bring all that passion, etc., etc. So people, that's us. If you've enjoyed today's video, hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons. If there's any questions about any of the content that we've covered today, all you gotta do is drop a comment, get in touch. More than happy to help you people out with that one. If you would like to support us and allow us to pump out more exclusive content like we've got on the channel, just like this video today, you can do so by exploring either our Patreon option or our PayPal donate function below. All those go into helping us with our production costs, our editing costs, equipment hire, studio rent, all those things that help with making a YouTube channel run and flow perfectly. Every donation or membership is greatly appreciated, people. And lastly, people, if you'd like to get my help personally with any challenges that you're facing on the instrument, the best way to do that is to get in touch and book yourself a one-on-one consultation with yours truly. I come up with a personalized plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest possible time. I hope all you people out there get a heap of enjoyment out of this lesson. Quite a nice one. Cool techniques going on in our right hand. Quite subtle in the left, but it gets the job done. Practice it up, people, and look forward to seeing you all in future videos.